Hi my angels, welcome back to my channel. So for today's makeup look, I went for this really subtle green eyes with nudish pink lips. And as we know, this is a Christmas season, I wanted a little bit of glam, but at the same time wanted something more subtle, flirty, and glowy. If you guys would like to see how I did it, please keep watching. I'm going to start off with my primer. This is by CoverGirl. After which I'm going to go straight into my foundation, which is also by CoverGirl in shade 310. I'm going to be using a big fluffy brush by Morphe, and I'm going to slowly dab that foundation onto my skin. Once my foundation application is done, I'm going to use NYX Cosmetics Brow Mascara in shade Black. Then I'm going to go ahead and fill in my eyebrows with L'Oreal Brow Stylish Definer, and this will be in shade Dark Brunette. Next, I'm going to use my Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin Concealer, and I'm going to use this as my eye primer. And for that, I'm using my fingertips to blend that before I start applying my eyeshadows. Next, for my eyeshadow, I'm going to be using all my eyeshadows for today from e.l.f. Mad for Matte eye palette. And this palette actually consists of only matte eyeshadows. I'm not going to go ahead and name the specific eyeshadows because they don't have any name to them. I'm just going to show you guys which eyeshadows I'm using as my transition color, my brow bone color, and also for my outer corners. And now for that pop of color for today's makeup tutorial, I use this color called Teal Couture by L'Oreal Color Riche. This is a beautiful teal color, guys, I have to say this, but it was quite difficult to apply onto my eyelid with my finger. So I used this brush by Sephora, and it is in number 11. Now for that inner corners, I've used this color from Wet n Wild Illuminating Palette. Now this is actually a luminizer, and I'm using that to kind of give that glow to my inner corners. Now once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and use my Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin Concealer, and I'm going to conceal my highlighting zones, which is to highlight the underneath of my eyes, the tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose, my forehead, and also on my cupid's bow, and a little bit on my chin. Now I'm going to go ahead with my same Morphe big fluffy brush, and I'm going to buff all that concealer into my skin. So once the buffing is done, I'm going to go ahead and use my Wet n Wild Contour and Highlighting Palette. This palette actually has two beautiful colors which does an amazing job for highlight and contour, although I feel the contour color is a little towards the orangey side, which is why you will see me using my e.l.f. palette, my e.l.f. eyeshadow matte palette, and using a cooler tone color to contour my nose. That's because it has that cooler tone and I needed that. Other than that, I think this palette completely does justice to the cost and the price of the product. Therefore, if any one of you are interested in getting a nice highlight and contour palette for the least cost, I would definitely say this product is the most inexpensive, and yet it does a very good justice to the highlight and contour palette. So hands down a must-have. Next, I'm going to go ahead and use my blush. This is the one by Milani Cosmetics, and it is in number 11, Bella Rose. Now once my blush application is done, I'm just going to go ahead and blend my blush with a big fluffy foundation brush, just so that it doesn't look like a harsh, bunch of color on my cheeks, but more like a subtle pink. So I just went ahead and kind of blended that blush to my cheeks more, so it looks more like blended and nice. Next, like I said, I will be contouring my nose with a more cooler tone, and as you can see, the color already looks a lot cooler than the other contouring color that I was using initially. Now I'm just slightly contouring the edges of my nose with a very small brush. This is actually an eyeshadow brush that I'm using. This brush is by Inglot in number 10S. I'm also using another small eyeshadow brush to highlight the tip of my nose and also the bridge of my nose as well. This is just to make the nose look more sharper and nicer. Now for my under eyes, I'm using that dark color from that palette, and I'm using that same eyeshadow brush, which is by Inglot in number 10S. Now I'm going to be using my highlight powder, and this is by Wet n Wild, and it is called Wet n Wild Illuminating Palette. It has beautiful 4 different highlighting colors. So what I'm doing is I'm grabbing them together and I'm going to apply it on the high points of my cheeks, on the tip of my nose, a little bit on my cupid's bow, and my chin. So next I'm going to use my fingertip to blend that highlighting powder more into my skin so it looks more like a glow rather than a stroke of highlight. After which I'm going to be using my Maybelline Wear Boosting Setting Spray, and I'm going to spray my face with it. Now for my mascara, I'm going to be using my Revlon mascara, which is called Ultimate All-in-One, and this is the one in red color. So my lipstick, I'm going to be using 3 different colors to get the color that I got. First, I'm going to be using Sonia Kashuk's Sunrise Lip Liner. Since it is a nude lipstick and I want my lips to actually show, and that is the reason why I am actually overlining my lips so it looks more vivid and more fuller and beautiful that way. So once the contour of my lips are done, you can already see a difference. It looks already a lot fuller than before. Now it is time to put my lipstick on. For my lipstick, I'm going with CoverGirl Katy Perry in shade Kitty Purry. And this is a beautiful pinkish nudish shade and I absolutely love it. It has a really nice, beautiful satin finish to it, so it doesn't make your lips too dry because it's not too matte. So now I'm going to pair it up with Maybelline Color Jolt in shade Stripped Down. This is also a beautiful nude color, and it actually, you can pair it up with any pink or nude or whatever color you like. It absolutely looks stunning on lips. And now it's time for eyeliner. For my eyeliner, I'm using NYX Matte Liquid Liner. This is really beautiful. It's actually waterproof as well. So once that's done, it's time for lashes. I'm using these lashes by Red Cherry, and for my glue, I'm using the glue from Revlon. So once my lash applications are done, I'm going to layer my lashes with another coat of mascara just so that my falsies and real lashes binds in together. And so that's it, guys. Once I'm done, I'm going to release my hair, and that will be all for today's makeup look. I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. Please do not forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget to follow me on my Instagram at Makeup by Asmary. And that will be all for today, guys, and Merry Christmas. Take care. Hope to see you next time in my next video. Bye-bye.